Okay, so we're diving into something kind of interesting today.
Uh-huh.
Light workers. You've probably heard the term.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's gotten pretty popular.
It has.
But we're not just going to like rehash the typical self-help stuff.
Right.
We're going way back, like way back in time
Okay.
to see how this idea has shown up through history, even before we even had the phrase light worker.
I like it.
Yeah, so get ready. We've got spiritual leaders,
Okay.
artists, revolutionaries, people you've definitely heard of,
Interesting.
all kind of fitting this light worker idea.
I'm excited.
I think it's going to be fascinating.
Yeah, it's funny because this idea that some people are just driven to help others and make the world better, it's not new.
No, not at all.
It's like, it's always been there,
Right, like woven into history.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's start with some of the big names, right? Spiritual leaders,
Okay.
prophets.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad. Huge. And their messages of love and compassion and social justice, I mean, they created movements.
Absolutely, that we still feel the impact of today.
It's crazy to think about how long their messages have lasted.
Right. And it's still relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just think about what Buddha was saying. Mindfulness and compassion.
Yeah.
He offered this way to find peace within yourself.
Right.
And also in the world around you. And I think that really connects to the whole light worker idea, right?
Totally. It's not about just talking the talk.
Right.
You have to live those values and inspire others to do the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not just those spiritual figures.
No.
What about philosophers, thinkers?
Okay.
Socrates, Plato, Confucius.
Right.
They totally challenged what everyone thought was true.
They really push people to think.
Yeah, they push people to think critically
Critically, yeah.
about their world.
And to question things.
Exactly.
Like even Socrates and his constant questioning. That is so relevant today.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're just bombarded with information all the time.
Right, and opinions and headlines. So to be able to, like Socrates did, be discerning.
Yeah.
Question what you think you know.
Yeah. And to seek truth.
Yeah.
Like, how do we even know what's true?
Right.
So it's like he gave us this blueprint for how to deal with all this craziness.
And how about Plato, right?
Yeah.
All of his ideas about justice. We're still trying to figure that out.
Oh, totally. What does justice even mean?
Right. Like,
How do we build a more just world?
exactly.
That's a huge question that light workers are still working on today.
Huge, yeah. And we can't forget about Confucius either.
Confucius, right?
Yeah, he was all about ethics and social harmony and the importance of education. I mean, those ideas are still the foundation for what a lot of people think a just and moral society should look like.
Totally. So we've got spiritual guidance, philosophical ideas.
Right.
But what about art?
Oh, good point.
How can art inspire and uplift?
Yeah.
Like, think about Michelangelo, Shakespeare, Beethoven. They all express these really deep truths about life and emotions in ways that still connect with us today. It doesn't matter what language you speak.
It's timeless, you know?
Yeah, it's timeless. It transcends everything.
Yeah, art has this way of connecting us to something bigger than ourselves.
Yes.
It helps us understand each other.
Understand and feel empathy
Yeah.
and see the world through someone else's eyes.
Yeah, like Shakespeare with his plays.
Right.
He just got into all these complicated parts of being human.
Yes.
And Michelangelo's sculptures.
Oh, yeah.
The beauty of the human body, the potential.
And the potential, yeah.
It's all there.
And the emotion in Beethoven's music.
Oh, man.
It's like he went through so much in his own life,
He did, yeah.
but he created this music that still makes people feel things centuries later.
So powerful.
It's like even when things are hard, you can still create beauty and you can touch other people's lives.
Yeah, that's a good reminder.
It really is. And it makes you think about the legacies people leave behind.
Oh, that's a good point.
Speaking of legacies, what about the people who fought for justice and equality?
Yeah. The activists?
The activists, yeah. Like Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi, Mother Teresa.
They put everything on the line.
They did.
For what they believed in.
They had these ideals and they lived them.
They didn't just talk about it.
No, they were out there.
They showed us how powerful it can be when you're truly committed to something.
Yeah, and I think we can learn so much from their courage.
Absolutely.
Because they faced huge challenges.
Yeah, they did.
But they were resilient. They kept going. And they changed the world.
I mean, it's inspiring.
So inspiring.
It really makes you realize that one person can spark a whole movement.
Right. Like what you do matters.
It does, yes.
It can have a ripple effect.
At what we need today.
Oh, totally.
I mean, think about the world right now.
Oh, it's a mess.
Climate change, social injustice. It's a lot.
it can feel overwhelming.
Yeah.
But those qualities, that light worker spirit, it's like it's more important than ever.
We need that now.
Yeah.
More than ever.
It's like they gave us this roadmap. So I got to ask, do you see yourself as a light worker?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Like, do you see any of those qualities in yourself?
I think we all have that potential.
Right. How do their stories inspire you?
I think for me, it's just their commitment
Yeah.
to making the world better.
Yeah.
And I think we can all do that
Right.
in our own ways.
Like, how can we all be more compassionate, more empathetic? How can we want to make a difference, even in small ways?
Even if it's just small things.
Yeah. Just little acts of kindness.
Yeah. Being brave when things are tough.
Putting other people first.
That's it.
Making choices that help instead of hurt.
Right. Because those choices add up.
Yeah, maybe light worker is a trendy term. But the idea behind it, that desire to serve and make a difference,
I don't think that will ever go out of style.
it's timeless.
It is.
It's human.
Yeah. It's what makes us human.
So I guess if those historical figures we talked about could see the world today,
Right.
what would they think?
I think they'd probably be like, there's still so much work to do.
Oh, absolutely.
And they'd challenge us. They'd say, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. What kind of world are you going to leave behind?
What's your legacy going to be?
Those are big questions.
They are, but they're worth asking.
They really are.
Yeah.
I hope everyone listening will take some time to think about that.
I think too.
And maybe do something to make a difference.
Even a small thing.
Even a small thing.
Yeah.
Because it all adds up.
It really does.
All right. That's our deep dive for today. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for having me.
It was great talking with you.
You too. Thanks.
See ya.
See ya.